Hello, everybody. I'm Larry Ridley. Welcome to Madden 18 on EA Sports. Today, we'll see one of the more dangerous passing offenses. The Rams are top 10 in passing TDs, and they'll go against the Broncos, who are very aware of what they'll be dealing with.
Thank you very much, Larry. EA Sports coverage of the NFL. The National Football League is here and on the air. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Denver Broncos and the Los Angeles Rams. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Now the first carry here for Todd Gurley. And not a whole lot doing there as he'll get it up to about the 28-yard line. A gain of 3, second down.
Not much happening there on first down.
I thought there might have been a hole for a split second.
Yeah, but it dried up pretty quickly, didn't it? Closed fast.
Another carry now for Gurley. A very tough run, but for a short gain out near the 32. 3 yards on the pickup. That's going to set up an interesting third and about 4 to go.
Doesn't matter who you're rooting for in this game. The effort of the man with the football, getting away from one and trying to turn forward and get some yardage, I really liked what he did there.
And they'll look to avoid an early 3 and out here on 3rd and 4. Gone. And this is caught by Watkins. And he's going to have a first down as he's brought down at the 44-yard line. Off to Watkins for a Rams first down.
They've got good playmakers on the offensive side of the ball. I don't know what happened last week to really hurt their performance and hold down their production, but I would dare say that this week in practice, there's a lot of talk about how they're going to increase their proficiency.
Yeah, it was a good start getting the playmakers involved. You mentioned that to me pregame. That's what they did there.
Yeah, I think a lot of people think the coaching staff really gets on them, and that's how they motivate them. Most of these guys are self-motivated. They have a lot of pride in their performance.
And they still need 8 yards for the first here on second down. And again they run with Gurley. And nowhere really to go there. He'll take this up just shy of midfield. Give him 3 on the run there. Now they're looking at a 3rd and about 5.
Nice job there defensively on 3rd down. Not only did they string the play out, but they didn't allow any room for a cutback. Really well organized on the defensive side.
And the offense in that middle ground here on 3rd down. 3rd and 5. Now a first carry for Donnell Pumphrey. Give him 12 yards on that one. It earns him a fresh set of downs. That O-line, they cleared a big hole there on that run.
The athleticism of offensive lines continues to evolve, and we're seeing it here. Not only are they controlling things right at the line of scrimmage, but they're able to get upfield to get to what we call the 2nd and the 3rd levels. You know, get to the linebacker spot, the secondary spot, getting all the way downfield with their blocking, which helps keep the running back clean.
They'll try to continue that trend here this afternoon. It's a 6-yard loss on the play, and it'll make this a 2nd and long. Now a handoff for Gurley. And able to push forward for right around 3 yards down to the 42.
Partner, we know today's NFL is really built around the guy throwing the football. But these short runs, they still pay dividends because they can take their toll on a defense, and they can add up as the game goes along. You control the clock, you control the ball, and that way you often control the game.
Now they're coming up on play number 8 of this opening drive, but they're looking at a 3rd and long. Goff. And he's going to be sacked. back right at the midfield stripe. Shane Ray with a big-time sack on 3rd down, and it'll be a loss of 7. On is the punter, Hecker, as he gets this one away. And that'll hit in the end zone. Much too much leg there. That'll be a touchback. Here's the first carry for Tariq Cohen. And this defense feeling the encouragement. They stop him at the line of scrimmage on the first play of the afternoon. No gain on the play there. 2nd down. Offense looking to avoid a 3rd and long. It's 2nd and 10. To throw here. And the catch made. This is Emmanuel Sanders. And they're able to get this one across the 35. It'll be a pickup of 16 and a Bronco 1st down. And the wideout in motion. They go play action here on 1st down. And he's going to drop this off to his fullback. Call it a pickup of 7, and that'll make it a 2nd down.
It's interesting because when I'm watching college football and I'm evaluating guys for the draft now, my list of fullbacks, pure fullbacks, it's a very short list. I'm probably evaluating more punters and kickers now than I am fullbacks. But it doesn't matter what you call the position. It's who you put there. And there we saw completion.
Now a carry. It's C.J. Anderson. And he'll take this one up close to about the 45. They got 2 of the 3 they needed there. It leaves them with 3rd and just a yard.
If they're going to get a 1st down out of this, they're going to have to earn it because there's been tough going in the interior there. And here we are on 3rd and 1. Be prepared. Brace yourself. There'll be some contact going on.
On 3rd down. That's Cohen. And he'll be taken down as that will take us to the end of the 1st quarter of play. Back alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. It's Bronco football to begin quarter number 2. And they're on the move here. They've got it 1st and 10. They try again with Cohen. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage on the play back at the 46. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd down. They're going to look to throw. And the ball is knocked out. And now the Rams have got it, going the other way. And the possession is theirs at their own 43-yard line. Often on fumbles, you look at the guy who coughed it up and say, geez, what did he do? But, hey, let's tip the cap to the defense here.
Not a problem at all, my man. I'm not even going to tip it. I'm going to doff my cap to him. Congratulations, big-time play. Knocking it free and creating something good for your team.
They'll start out on the ground with Gurley. And they get him down right near the midfield stripe. 8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on 2nd and short.
Getting had a ton of success here so far, but you get the feeling that he might be on the verge of popping one.
Yeah, even on that one, there was a little bit of a hole, but it closed there quickly at the end. They'll stick to the ground game with Gurley. 3 yards there, good enough to keep the drive moving.
2nd and 2 is prime time for a little bit of a gamble, isn't it? Open up the playbook, go play action, toss that bad boy deep. But in this situation, go ahead and give it to your back. Let him pick up a first down, keep the sticks moving.
On first down, it's Gurley. And they go backwards here, losing yardage back at the 48-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down. They'll try the air now with Goff. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up 3rd down.
But one thing that I've liked defensively is that they've shown them a lot of different looks here in the first half. They've come after them. They've sat back. I think that's what you need to do to keep an offense guessing.
And they certainly have kept them on their toes. That's why they haven't had much success on the scoreboard. To throw is Goff. Flushed out right. And he's taken down, trying to do a little too much, getting outside of the pocket, and it results in a sack. And no matter what the situation, the O-line just hates that because they feel like they didn't protect little brother back there, right?
Man, that's just so difficult for them because just think about every single play. When you decide to throw the football, you're dealing with some of the best athletes on the planet. You talk about guys, if they weren't playing football, they'd be starring in the NBA at power forward. It's a really difficult task.
Now this Broncos offensive unit ready to head back out onto the field. And, you know, certainly a lot of football left to be played. We're not into December yet, but right now where we stand, they're first place in their division. Looking good, looking to be a threat come January.
And let's think about what every team has in their goals, all right? Number 1 goal is what? Make the playoffs. Number 2 goal is win your division. Number 3 goal, and the biggest goal, I think, is to be the highest seed possible that you can be heading into the playoffs so that you can try to have as many home games as possible to try and get you to the Super Bowl.
And right now fighting for every win possible to try to at least secure home field for the wild card and or divisional round. And that is incomplete.
This team is not going to make it easy for you. They're a physical group, and we just saw it there on that play. It came in, made the contact, just as he's trying to haul it in.
So incomplete on 2nd down. Now they'll look to convert here on 3rd. This is Cohen. And he's going to have the first down at about the 38. Just a gain of a couple, but good enough to keep the drive rolling.
3rd and 2, right? So this is a situation where low man has got to win at the line of scrimmage. But it's not just the low man winning. It's the low man who's winning with some force. And they had that to pick up the first down.
Barely picking it up, but they did. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway.
Here we go. Now, check, Patriot. All right, now, look at 56.
Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. Looking left side, and he's got a man. It's Connor. And he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line. 2 minutes remain in a scoreless first half. We're back to the City of Angels after this timeout. So the offense now dealing with a 2nd and 7. Now Cohen, and spins away. And able to break 1 tackle, but then quickly brought down. Give him 3 on the run there. Now they're looking at a 3rd and about 5.
Well, he hasn't made much of an impact in the running game thus far, and after that last run, not much is going to change in that area.
He hasn't been able to get anything going, and really the offensive line not helping him much.
Here we go. Detroit! Watch it now, Barney. Now let's go!
out of the gun now on third down. And quickly here, and that's complete. And he's out of bounds just before the midfield stripe at the 49. It's a pickup of 6 and good enough to move the chains. Offense comes to the line now, 1st and 10. They'll drop to throw. Dancing to his left. And he's going to be out of bounds, but able to take it inside the 40-yard line. A Bronco first down there, 12 yards on the play.
Obviously, a big play was needed, and you can see his eyes light up as he realized there's absolutely no one in front of him. And he takes off and goes a long way. Not only does he pick up a first down, but a big gain to boot.
First down and 10 now for the offensive group. Now they'll run it with Cohen. And he'll take this one down to the 36. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, you're now doing the dictating on defense. And guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on their quarterback because they have to throw it all the time. But you still have to be alert for the draws and other plays of that nature to make sure you don't get hurt.
Again, it's Cohen. And after the good game last play, this time they say, as he's going to be stopped behind the line of scrimmage. Now the defense going to use the first of their timeouts. So as they take it over, we step aside. The Broncos on third down. A perfect 3 for 3 as they look to keep that streak going. This is 3rd and 8. He'll look to throw. And the Rams got him. They bring him down. And the Rams are going to go ahead and take another timeout. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. Yeah, last week in the loss, 5 punts as he gets this one away. Only 29 yards on the punt there. Definitely not his best. And the Rams will go on offense here for the 1st and 10. And now out on the field, here comes Los Angeles. And still a lot of football to be played in this season. We're only in November. A lot can happen between now and January. But if it ended today, they would just be on the outside of the playoff picture looking in. So a lot to fight for.
Yeah, and wasn't it interesting in our meeting with the coaching staff that they all made sure to let us know. We know where we are right now. But the playoffs don't start tomorrow. We still got some time, and they plan on putting it together, formulating a streak, and the whole month of December is still left to play. They think they can get in.
And they made it very obvious to us. Now, a loose football. The ball comes out. It's picked up by the Broncos. 20, 10, and he brings it back. Can you believe it? An offensive disaster on the final play of the first half.
They just had to hold on to the ball.
Huge play for the defense. What a turn of events. They get the fumble return for a touchdown, the last play of the first half.
And how about the defense providing a score, amping up not just themselves, but the entire team as they head into the locker room.
And does that change the locker room speech at half?
There shouldn't be much of a speech necessary now. They've got things going their way.
And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Here comes the Broncos offensive unit here as they'll have it first to begin this third quarter. These guys had to punt last time. It has not been a very fruitful game offensively thus far. They haven't even made a trip to the red zone.
And I know that everyone's going crazy on that sideline because that drives you berserk to come off the field, not really move the ball well. As you said, not even get to the red zone, let alone, not even put points on the board. They've got to just take a deep breath, relax, try and figure out what is working, and call more of that.
6 yards on the pickup, and that'll bring up second down. They run. This is Cohen. And he went backwards. He'll be down at the 30. And they'll lose a yard that time, and that's going to lead to a third down.
Sometimes with the running game, you've just got to stick with it. Look, it's the third quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running game.
They'll set up to throw. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. DeMarcus Walker coming in to drop him for a loss of 8, and it'll be fourth down. Here's Riley Dixon now as he'll punt it away for the second time. And taken right on the 30. It's a 45-yard punt and 8 on the return. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. Now a play fake here on first down. And that is incomplete. That time trying to find Gerald Everett. And that'll bring up second down. A pretty good coverage there, and both of these defenses, they've had good coverage throughout this one.
No doubt about it, and in today's NFL, where we're used to a bit more scoring, this feels almost like a well-pitched game in baseball on both sides, where the tension continues to build. Who's going to make the big play?
And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete. The Rams on third down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 10. From the gun, here's Goff. And he's going to have a first down as he's brought down at the 44-yard line. He goes for 18 there as the drive will continue.
Well, we always hear about the connections some quarterbacks have with certain receivers. I think this guy has a connection with just about everyone. Didn't mind throwing it in there against double coverage to him.
Shows some confidence, supreme confidence.
Big-time confidence that he would make the play for him, and he did.
And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Has had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice, because you're right, he struggled, especially in that first half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there. I'm just one big carry away from busting this open. That's a good start for him.
It'll wind up being a loss of 2, and that'll make it 2nd and 12. Again, it's Pumphrey. And he'll get this down to about the 30, 31-yard line. Just a couple on the pickup there, and now it's 3rd down.
In order to play really good run defense when you're playing a 3-4, those 3 guys up front, the nose tackle and the guys they call the defensive ends, they're usually big, big people because they're going to have to eat up a lot of blockers because it's usually 5-on-3. And when they do their job well, guys who play on the inside, those inside linebackers, they will just roam and hit.
Going up top for Kupp. He dropped it. Couldn't hang on in the end zone. So no 6 points, incomplete.
Those throwing windows get a lot tighter near the end zone, don't they? And here's the thing. You already probably have 3 points in your hip pocket. You force a throw here and give up an interception, you come away with nothing.
Especially tough in the middle third of the field where he threw that one. And this is right down the middle as he puts it through. And they are on the board, trailing now 6-3. A decent drive there to start the third quarter. They only salvaged 3 out of it, but they do inch a bit closer.
Yeah, still lots of time to go in this one. Take the points, move on, and let your defense try to get the ball back.
And Denver getting set to take the field. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Well, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. Looking left side, it's complete. He's got it. And he's going to be stopped dead in his tracks around the 37. A Bronco first down there, 12 yards on the play. Now the offense lining up 1st and 10. Handoff comes to Anderson. And he's going to be stopped up quickly here. Just a yard up to the 39.
Nice job by that defensive front there to hold him to a short gain on first down. Well played, I must say.
Yeah, only getting 1 yard. There was no room to run. So what will they do? On the ground, through the air, let's see. 2nd and 9. Now they try the right side here. And able to get a couple as he's across the 40 to the 41.
Well, they're hoping that the second half is better for him than the first half. They've got to find a way to get him going. He's a big part of their offense.
The Broncos on 3rd down. They've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. This is 3rd and 7. He'll look to throw. Got a man. He finds Sanders. Denver has the first down. The play going for 15 yards.
And that's how you pick up a first down. Not only does he make the catch, but has enough body control to get his feet down inbounds, toe tapping and dragging to make sure he gets it done.
Now a handoff as they run left side. And some good tackling there as he's stopped up at about the 41. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
Tough day, tough sledding right there, and it's been that way the entire game. Not a whole lot of room to ramble for him.
Yeah, you're right. It's been that way all afternoon. Didn't get a whole lot better there. Back now in Los Angeles. It's been a very hotly contested game to this point. Just a field goal separating these two teams as we get set for the 4th quarter. Now it's 2nd and 7. And he motions the wide receiver. Out of the gun. They'll look to throw. Oh, no, he lost the football. But it looked like, fortunately, the Broncos able to recover.
And a little bit of good fortune there. He wasn't able to get it back, but he did have a teammate on the spot able to retain possession for them.
The Broncos on 3rd down. They've converted 4 times out of 6. Not bad. This is 3rd and 16. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. And he's going to go down again. DeMarcus Walker in there to pick up his 2nd sack now of the afternoon. Here's Riley Dixon now as he's on to punt for Denver. And the kick's away as he angles this one for the sideline. And this will be out of bounds, and they spot it at the 15-yard line. Not too bad. And now out on the field, here comes Los Angeles. And after the field goal last time, we'll see what they can get here. At least they got points out of the last drive, Charles.
I've never met an offensive coach that didn't want to drive to end with a kick. Most of them want to end with a PAT, right? In this case, a field goal, they'll take it. Way better than the alternative, which is a punt.
Yeah, but you've met fan bases that wanted that weren't happy with that field goal.
I haven't met a fan base yet that wants to drive to end with a kick, other than the extra point. That's it.
A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves them with a 2nd and 3. To throw on 2nd down is gone. And they'll set up the screen to Gurley. And he's able to get this one up to the 45-yard line. 23 yards on the play.
When you run a screen pass really well, you got to like the look of it because so many parts come together to make it work well. The offensive linemen where they're faking people out, the back slipping out there, catching the football, then all of them going together as one unit downfield. A really nice pickup.
Out left, he's got it to Everett. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. 11 more yards that go around, a first down as well.
And after that completion, you can understand why so many teams in the league are emphasizing speed on defense at every position. The tight ends have created so many tough matchups now. If you can't run with a tight end as a linebacker, this is going to be the result every time.
Touchdown, LA! A big play there. His 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Rams have taken the lead here in the 4th. And on that long run, maybe the defense caught napping a little bit.
The concentration level may not have been there. I agree with you on that one because those types of plays, when they result like that, they're almost like big bolts of lightning, aren't they? Whoosh, and off he goes.
This fielded a few yards into the end zone. Some might have returned that one. He won't. He'll go down to a knee, and they'll start the drive from the 25. Now the Broncos offense, they get set to head back onto the field. And right now these guys, they're shuffling a little bit, maybe doubting, because 3 straight drives have ended with them punting the football away.
Yeah, so you start pointing fingers at each other a little bit, asking a lot of questions. What are you seeing? What are you getting? Maybe trying to narrow down your playbook a little bit and maybe get simpler rather than more complex in order to try and fashion together a drive.
And nearly picked off there, and it would have been a great time for their first pick. Instead, it's 2nd down. Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a 1st down. Well done. That one good for 13 and a Denver 1st down.
If you're running out route, it's likely you're going to end up near the sideline. And what did we just see there?
Toe tap.
You got it. The benefits of practice. Toe tapping, foot dragging, picking it up, and making sure it was a catch.
And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up 2nd down. Time starting to run out here in the 4th. This defense just trying to keep the offense off the board and preserve this potential victory.
No. Check. Patriot. Over.
Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. And he'll go down right around the 47 this time. And they'll get 9 there as that sets him up better for 3rd down. They'll set up a throw. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he's going to have a 1st down as he's brought down at the 44-yard line. 9 yards on the pickup there, and it keeps the drive alive. And, of course, the quarterback in this situation, he's realizing time is becoming a factor. Let's see if they can get some points on the board here late. That's caught left side by Jake Butt. And he is out of bounds, just a yard or 2 shy of the 30. The Bronco 1st down there, 12 yards on the play.
When this offense can get their tight ends involved, they can move the football. Here, a nice route, able to look it in, and picks up the 1st down.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. Watch it now, Barney.
And he goes in motion here in the backfield. Back to throw. Got a man over the middle, and it's complete. And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 10-yard line. A good pickup there, a 22. Now back to throw. He's just going to dump this one off to his fullback out of the backfield. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down. And never good on a pass completion there to go the wrong way. Lost yardage.
No, for some reason it seems to work better when you throw it downfield or you can move the ball downfield running it that way, doesn't it? But in this case, if you're the defensive guy, you're energized, executed well, and you caused a lost yardage.
And he is into the end zone for a Denver touchdown. Jake Butt, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Broncos have taken the lead here in the 4th quarter.
Wow, I know it's a never say never situation, But to me, that looks like that's the one that's going to finish them off.
The score that puts them in front here late, but now you got to rally your kick team, don't you, and say the last thing we need is a big return.
And what happens is guys get overeager, get out of their lane because they're so excited they want to make the last tackle. You mess up, could come back at you a long way.
And now out on the field, here comes Los Angeles. And they had to wait a long time to get the football back. Probably not what you were hoping for when you got an offense that's humming.
Agreed. What you were looking for is the defense get the ball back pretty quickly, right? Hoping for a 3-and-out. So that didn't happen. You can't yell at your D for that. They've got to take care of their own business and reestablish themselves now that they're back on the field.
They'll look to throw. Escaping the pressure right. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. Shane Ray in there to drop him as the clock continues to roll. Second down and a little ways to go here. 2nd and 13. He'll look to throw. Throw right side is into the hands of his tight end, Everett. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. They'll get 9 there as that sets him up better for 3rd down. He's been quiet today in the passing game, just his 2nd catch.
Yeah, and people have to come up with schemes to limit him. And what a lot of teams do, they'll double him, use a linebacker underneath, a safety over the top. Sometimes they'll just take a corner, maybe their 3rd corner if he's a bigger guy, and put him on a man-to-man to try and limit his touches. Just keep mixing it up, give him different angles, different looks, like a good boxer does.
And now before this 1st down play, we're going to get a timeout here, as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds left to go in the game. On the counter, Gurley. And some room to maneuver. They pick up 12 on the play there, and they move the chains.
How many times do we say in this game that speed kills, and it does it in so many different ways? In this case, you got a back who's quick and shifty, can make moves, make people miss, but also gets to and through a hole before it can close down. That's some of the benefits of that speed, not just outrunning people in the secondary. And that led to a really nice game.
Looking left side for Watkins, and he's got it. And he's brought down. 12 yards on back-to-back plays there, and that's another 1st down.
Pardon, you got to like what they're doing right there. Little by little, they're getting closer. Another good pickup.
And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense, as they'll stop him with a little over 30 ticks to go in the football game. Back to throw. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. Now that play is blown up, losing yardage back at the 35. Now the Broncos are going to take a timeout. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. The Rams on 3rd down. They've hit 4 of 7. This is 3rd and 8. He's back to throw. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And that is incomplete. So 17 seconds now on the clock here. These are the spots, this stage of the game, where it pays to have speed on the perimeter, doesn't it?
It certainly does. And in the 2nd quarter, he may very well have run by him. But in this situation, I know as a defender, I'm loosening up a couple of extra steps that allowed him to run with him stride for stride.
So here we go. Maybe the biggest kick of the game forthcoming. This to potentially send us to overtime. And this one is right down the middle. And that will tie this game here in the final minute of play. So in the final minute, they turn it over to their kicker to get him back to even, and he does not disappoint.
Brandon, do you think the pressure ever gets to this guy? Because I sure don't. That was pretty smooth right there. But I tell you, he better not rest on his laurels, because there's a good chance they may need him again if this game goes to overtime.
And coming out now, the Broncos. They have a little bit of time here to get into field goal range. Not much. In a tie game, you don't want to do anything crazy, right?
I agree with you on that one. Risk-reward, okay? If you go for it, what is the absolute reward on this? But the risk is probably greater. Run the clock out, get to overtime, and try and win it there.
All right, we'll see if they do just that.
All right, here we go.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Steps away to his left. Now he'll let it go on the right. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off at the 35. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And he will bring it back. It's an interception return for a Rams touchdown. I get and appreciate that they wanted to go for the win, not play for overtime, but that's the cost right there.
Not so sure their fans feel the same way as you when they just watch that ball get picked and taken the other way, and now they're down 6. Looks like it's going to be a loss for them, an absolute catastrophe when they tried to be aggressive.
And, Charles, I think when the schedule comes out, all teams, no matter where they're predicted to finish, talk about protecting your home turf. They were able to do that here in this one.
Similar to a tennis match, right? Not letting them break your serve. That way you hold on to it. They got it done, and they feel very good about that victory.
So for L.A., they keep pace for a playoff spot as they move to 7-3. And next week, they get to stay home again as the Los Angeles Chargers come to town. Meanwhile, for Denver, they come back to the pack a bit as their record falls to 7-3. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves next week at home against San Francisco. So that'll just about do it for Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, log on to easports.com. The Rams